Welcome everybody to the Sports Culture, all things sports. It's Jay Bamfo, and we gotta talk about the Chicago Bears. But before we get into that, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thanks for your support. So, for decades, the Chicago Bears have been playing their home games at Soldier Field in downtown Chicago. But currently, they are looking for a new stadium to play in. So, in this video, I'm going to break down why they want a new stadium, their options, and how Illinois politics play a big role in everything. So, it's two main reasons why the Chicago Bears want a new stadium, and that's money and anonymities. Now, Soldier Field, while it is historic, they have a lot of issues. It is the smallest and oldest stadium in the NFL. That means limited revenue streams compared to the rest of the league. Also, the Chicago Bears don't own Soldier Field at all. The Chicago Park District owns the stadium, which means they are in complete control of everything. The Bears organization, by not owning the stadium, is missing out on millions of dollars in revenue. So the Bears will be looking to acquire a new state-of-the-art stadium. At this point, they have two options: Arlington Heights, which is a suburb in Illinois, or Hammond, Indiana. So, in regards to Arlington Heights, all signs pointed to the Bears building their new stadium there. They actually purchased the land, which used to be a horse track. The plan was to build a multi-billion-dollar enclosed stadium surrounded by restaurants, hotels, retail, and residential areas. And obviously, they want to host major events like concerts and possibly the Super Bowl. Remember this as well: the Chicago Bears would actually own this property. Now, to speak on Arlington Heights as a location, I will say that it is in the Chicagoland area, about 45 minutes away from Soldier Field. To some Bears fans, it would be a major adjustment. Soldier Field location is almost perfect. It's right off Lake Michigan, and if you ever see the views, it's just so beautiful to look at. Now, at this point, I gotta talk about Hammond, Indiana, and the reasons why the Chicago Bears may end up building a stadium there.
Governor J.B. Pritzker turning up the pressure on the Chicago Bears after Indiana lawmakers advanced a bill that could help fund a new stadium across state lines. Now, the governor says it is time for the Bears to be clear about their intentions and stop sending mixed signals. Our Marissa Perlman is in Oak Park hearing from the governor firsthand.
As talks with Indiana lawmakers continue to try to lure the Bears across state lines, the governor at a press conference here in Oak Park says it's time for the team to be transparent so he can be clear with both lawmakers and taxpayers.
The Bears really do need to step up and kind of be public about what it is that they really want.
Governor J.B. Pritzker calling out the Chicago Bears after he says he was surprised by the Bears' statement, lauding its vision to build a stadium in Hammond, Indiana. He says team officials have since said a move across state lines is not a done deal. This after Illinois leaders preached progress. He says the team canceled a hearing set for Thursday, set to potentially advance an in-state stadium deal. The Bears have said they are committing $2 billion towards a stadium, but there is other infrastructure funding at play involved. The team wants tax breaks and $855 million in Illinois public funds to help build a new stadium in Arlington Heights. The governor has reiterated he's only committing to a deal that works for taxpayers.
In light of what happened this week, I think we have to ask, if the Bears do decide to walk, will you view that as a negotiating failure on the part of the state?
I view that as there is a limit to what the taxpayers of Illinois are willing to spend. It's a choice by the Bears about whether or not they want to be in the state of Illinois. I think we've had really productive conversations, which again is why I was dismayed by, the fact that they didn't even tell us they were putting it. I get that they want to keep hope alive, as they say.
So, on February 19th, the Indiana House Ways and Means Committee voted 24-0 to move forward with the plan to build the Bears a brand new world-class stadium in Hammond, Indiana. The Bears have called this the most meaningful step forward in their stadium search. Now, it's crazy to think that the Bears would move to Indiana. especially after spending $197 million on land in Arlington Heights. But that's where politics come into play because it is extremely difficult to do good business in the state of Illinois. The Bears have been going back and forth with the state in regards to public funding and tax commitments. But for the state of Indiana, they have something called a professional sports development area, which can capture state and local income taxes generated to pay off the bonds. For the Bears, that might be too much of a sweet deal to pass up, but who knows at this point? All of this could be just a play for leverage, and the Bears could still end up in Arlington Heights. But if I was the state of Illinois, I would do everything in my power to keep the Chicago Bears. Now, with that being said, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time.